Listen, social media is not a real place, and I need people to understand that you're really only seeing a slice of someone's life that they choose to share, and not everybody shares everything. And this conversation came up. This isn't even what I was going to share today, but somebody sent me a message today or last night on Instagram, and I'm going to read to you what they said. I used to love you, respect you, and bought several of your items, but now I feel you just think you are better than the rest of us. You have a superiority air to you. I wish you'd get back to being just one of us. Yeah, so let me just say, first of all, 3 to 4 years ago, that message would have sent me spiraling. I would have gone through all of my recent posts to see what I said. What did I do? How did I make this person so upset? I would have looked through all of our messages, read through our messages and seeing, what did I do? Where did I mess up? Where did I say something weird? And like try to shrink myself back into whatever she thought I was supposed to be. I'm just not her anymore, and that's okay. I'm not the person that's going to shrink into some box just because somebody thinks that I'm not who I used to be. I'm almost 50 years old. I will be 50 this year, and it is perfectly fine for me to grow and to change. It actually surprised me that I didn't feel sad, that I didn't spiral, because I didn't necessarily feel the shift happen in me, but seeing my reaction to that message, like, let me know that there was a shift. And I'm really grateful for that because, like I said before, I would have, somebody thinks I'm not a good person, but I'm a good person. I just would have went crazy about this. And I know who I am now. So I don't have to question myself because of a message that somebody sent me who doesn't know me. She may have followed me in the last, 3, 4 years or whatever. And, pandemic me was like hustling, content. My business was booming. Everything was just moving along so quickly, so fast, so well that maybe I was a different person. I was just kind of like in hustle mode all the time. And I was designing clothes constantly. I was releasing clothes constantly. I was creating content constantly for both pages. I had finally realized my retail store dream. We were traveling a lot. Like we were doing so many things that I enjoyed, honestly. But as things changed in the business, as my husband was out of work, he's been out of work for 2 years now. My business has slowed down considerably, and I had to let go of my retail store, which was like, I was not expecting to cry. That was like really difficult. So I felt like I had finally realized my life's dream and I had to give it up. Those things change you. And right now I'm in a place of, and let me just say this, I'm not emotional because of what she said. I'm emotional because of what I've been through. Give me a second. Okay, so I'm in a place of rebuilding my whole business because of the pressures I feel as the sole breadwinner in the family and having to do it all. The financial pressure is something that's really, really hard to hold, and I've been holding it for 2 years. So that has given me a steadiness where you would think it would cause more stress. Well, yes, I am stressed, but you would think I would like be more stressed and more crazy, but I'm actually feeling a lot more steady because I know what I need to do. But that also means there's less frantic energy, and I am pivoting my content, and I'm, you know, just doing things differently now. And in that, it makes me a lot more grounded than I was. So perhaps that's what she sees. I don't know. I can truly say that I'm not the same woman that I was 2 years ago. And that's fine. And it's not because I'm better, it's because I've gone through things. And I need people to realize that social media is like a sliver of people's lives. It's not the fullness of their life. People share what they feel comfortable sharing. And I never felt comfortable sharing that my husband was out of work for 2 years. He finally shared it. I'm like, okay, well then now maybe it's something I can share as well. But that's an us thing. It didn't need to be an everybody thing. And that's part of my story and part of what has grounded me at this point, because it's been really hard. It's like, I know who I am now. And people see that confidence sometimes as superiority, and that's not my problem to solve. You know what I'm saying? Growth doesn't mean ego. It can actually mean the exact opposite. It can mean, and for me, it has meant that I have been brought down a few pegs, that it has actually helped me grow. And it's like what people don't see is all the refunds I've had to issue because my production partner gave me 1 week's notice that they were shutting down their factory for a month or more. What they don't see is all the emails going back and forth from my customers that were not happy with their products because my production factory didn't produce things like they used to, which is why they're shutting down for a month. They don't see the tears late at night. They don't hear the prayers my husband and I say together. They don't hear the fear, the constant rebuilding. People don't know any of that because I don't share it. People are reacting to the highlight frame and not seeing the entire movie. And it's not real life. Hi.
Hi.
Oh, there's waffles. You want chocolate chip waffles? Okay.
There's a lot of them.
I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I really want to know what people mean when they say, I just want you to get back to being one of us. Does that mean I need to be smaller or less visible, or I just don't understand what that means. Am I supposed to be less confident? I don't know. I just don't know that I can go back to an earlier version of myself just to make someone else comfortable. And I think a big part of that is just getting older. Like I said, I'll be 50 in August. And part of that is just realizing that I need to let go of universal approval. Not everybody's going to like me. And I grew up thinking that everybody had to like me, that I had to be the sweetest, the kindest, the most talented, the most everything. It's so crazy how everything really goes back to growing up as a Jehovah's Witness, but I'll link that video if you want to watch that. But it's just, I'm not that girl anymore. And I cannot bring everybody along with me because maybe the way I am right now will rub some people wrong, clearly. I'm someone who really bloomed later in life. I didn't get married until I was 36. I had my first kid at 36. I didn't even start my own business and be successful at that until 42, 43. Like, these things helped to grow into the person that I am now, along with just being more introspective and seeing myself for who I really am and not who I projected myself to be for a long time. And that's still kind, it's still generous, it's still, warm, but it's also protective. It's okay for me to be protective. It's okay for me to, not want to share everything all the time. Doesn't make me superior. It just means that I've evolved into the 50-year-old version of myself. And the thing is, as, evolving humans, there will be some people who don't agree, who don't like you, and that's something that I've accepted because I couldn't accept that early on. Like, I just like, why don't they like me? But girl, bye. Like, I don't have the energy to give to that anymore, as I'm literally fighting for my life right now. Like, fighting for my life and my family's lives. So people are allowed to unfollow. I'm allowed to grow. It's just life. And I don't know. I don't think there needs to be a villain in the story. She unfollowed. I'm fine with it. And we can leave it at that. What's really important to me is that the fact that I didn't let this make me sad. I didn't let this spiral me into thinking about all the social posts and what I've done, what I've said. Like, that shows real growth and it feels good. Like, I can't even front. Like, it feels really good that I can recognize that in myself. Like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I just wanted to be validated. I felt like I wanted everybody to understand me. And now I don't care. People ask me all the time, like, how do you deal with the haters? How do you deal? And it's just like, a lot of times it is more of a reflection on them than it is of me, that you can just randomly go on somebody's post and say some hateful, awful things on their content. Like, that's projection. That has nothing to do with, you don't know me to say, such negative things. And what I really thought about was, if this person actually knew me, they'd text me and be like, hey, or cared about me. Hey, are you okay? You seem a little different, as opposed to just, you have an air of superiority. And it's just like, girl, what? It doesn't compute. I don't feel superior to anyone, okay? It's impossible right now. But anyway, I just want to end this by saying that, again, social media is not a real place. It's filtered. It is what people want you to see of their lives. But there's actual real growth happening in the background that people don't see. There's real life happening in the background that people don't see. And I'm fine if somebody thinks that because I'm more grounded, because I'm more steady, that they think I feel superior. That's fine. I know that I don't. So if you're building anything online, if you're scared to be online, if you have these thoughts of what about the haters, I just want you to know that as you build, as you create, there will be people that don't understand you. And you just have to be okay with that. It doesn't mean that you're wrong. It doesn't mean that what you're doing is wrong or how you're living is wrong. It may just mean that you've changed. It may just mean that you live different lives. And that's allowed. Anyway, that's it. This wasn't even supposed to be the video today, but that message really kind of brought all of this up for me. So I hope y'all have a good Sunday. I will see you next time. Bye.